And yeah, add them whenever you're ready. You can share your screen.
It says I don't have permission to go there.
Where are you trying to go off? Are you doing GitHub or VS Code?
Live share.
Live share. Says you don't have permission.
No, like I mean it's blocked.
Can you share your screen? Can you ask now? I wonder if this sends a link to me or... Oh, you need parental permissions. Did you have VS Code installed or no? Do you have Visual Studio Code installed on
No,
your computer? Hmm?
no.
Ah, any reason why, or maybe after this class, can you ask your parents to let you install Visual Studio Code on your computer? Yeah. And for now,
Maybe.
let's do the GitHub. So go to your left tab, to the tab on the left, or like GitHub, open up GitHub, and we can do it through there. Yeah. So you're gonna click that, what do you call it? Pencil on the right middle. You're gonna see a bunch of icons. It's gonna be raw, a copy button, download button. There's gonna be a pencil. Click on the pencil. Not that, not that.
Clicked on the pencil.
I don't know where you clicked on, but that's not the
Yeah, but there was
pencil.
a pencil, so I clicked it.
So go back to non-pencil and click on that button to edit the file. Go all the way down to line 622. Tokenizer. Tokenize the function. Yeah. So as you can see, argument is text, it's a string. The output is going to be a list of strings. You're going to convert the input to lowercase, remove punctuation and numbers, and split into words, etc. So delete the pass. You're going to do cleaned equals RE. So what RE is? It's a regex. If does anyone know what regex is? Basically, it's short term for regular expression. Usually is used for kind of parsing through strings or a bunch of characters. So like you can do things like checking if there's a alphabet at the start, deleting all the numbers in the string, etc. So what we're gonna do is using the RE library. You're gonna do RE dot SUB for subtract, and that's gonna be a function. So what it does is it's subtract. You're doing removing any of these characters inside of this text string. I mean, text. So inside of that argument, you're gonna do R string quotation. Inside the string quotation, you're gonna put anything that you want to delete. So it's gonna be a square bracket, closing square. Yeah, inside it, you're gonna do a hat. So basically, shift 6, not that hat. Shift 6, A dash Z, capital A dash capital Z. No. That's good. That's good. We're gonna do lowercase and uppercase. A dash Z, capital A dash Z. Yep. And then do opposite slash S. Outside the square bracket, outside the string, you're gonna do comma inside the circle bracket. Empty string, so just quotation space quotation, comma text dot lower. And lower is a function. Okay. Closing bracket. Yeah. Okay. So this line, we're subtracting whatever is in that bracket. The bracket says anything that is lowercase. We want to convert. Okay. Text dot lower means convert everything to lowercase. The R quotation means remove everything except for strings. So we're removing everything except for ABCD alphabet and all caps alphabet. That's what it's saying. And then the quotation mark means we're going to split everything by space. So whenever there's a space, we're going to split it up and put it into a list of strings. Okay. Next line. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot here. I'm going to turn on the fan. Okay. You're going to do return. Square bracket for list. Inside the square bracket, you're going to do W for W. No, for loop. So W for W in cleaned or clean dot split. Split is a function. If length of W outside the circle bracket, because you can't do if statements inside the argument. If the length of W, length is not length, it's length function. So len and then function. Length is not a valid function. Len of W. No. Remember, that's not regular Python syntax, right? So the length of something means that W has to be inside the circle bracket, right? If length of W is greater than 1. Okay. Now, in this line 629, what we're doing is basically we're building a list. Inside that list, we're parsing it. We're saying let everything remain W except if the split that one word is not longer than one, then we don't want it in it. So we want to take everything that is greater than one inside of this list. You can stop sharing. And Kaden, can you start sharing? And James, you're not doing it, so Nicholas, you're gonna be next. So just be ready. Oh, wait. Adam. So you know that GitHub, you're gonna go all the way to the top of that GitHub page. You're gonna see a green button that says commit changes. You're gonna click on that. Once you're there, you're gonna type in a message, say tokenize function, and then you're gonna click commit change again, or whatever that is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I did that.
Thank you. I see it. Okay. Now, Kaden, you should see it as well, I think. Oh, Kaden, Control S, or yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. You should see it now. Yeah. So is negative is going to be our next function. Let's read the docstring again. What does it say? We're going to check if the word at position index is in tokens. Wait, we're going to check if the word at position index in tokens is negated by looking back up two window positions. For a negation word, we're going to return true if a negation word is found within the range. Okay, so basically we have the tokens from before. It's going to be a list of words or like list of words, right? We're going to check each word. No, we're going to check the word in the position index. So let's say the first word inside of the list of strings. And we're going to check if it's a negation word, is basically what it's doing. So let's do start equals max of uh max function 0 comma idx minus window. Enter. For I in range of start comma idx, we're gonna do if token tokens and then square bracket inside the score bracket, you're going to do I. If tokens I is in, no is, negation words, which is all caps, colon, return true, enter, enter, return false. Okay, so basically, we're getting the start of that list. We're going to get the index minus window, and we're comparing which one's bigger. Okay, after that, we're going to do for I in range from start to this index, we're going to do, no, I'm just explaining the code. Where were we? So from the start to the index, we're going to check if each like word is a negation word. After that, we're going to do score headline, but let's, okay, Nicholas, can you share your screen? And Caitlin, you can stop. One second, guys. I'm gonna open the window. Okay. You're gonna go to line 954, or just Control F, score underscore headline. Score underscore headline. Delete the pass. And let's read the docstring together. Okay, so basically, what we're gonna score a single headline using the. Okay, go to the bottom left. You'll see a gray light share button. You're gonna click right click. Okay, that works. So we're gonna score a single headline using the Vader lexicon approach. So basically just score a single headline. We're gonna tokenize the headline. We're gonna apply the negation and the booster. So basically using our negation function. And we're gonna basically compound using this formula. So we're just gonna use this formula and we're gonna just return the dictionary with all the values. And this function is long, so let's do like half half. Half someone, half someone. Half Nicholas, half someone else. Okay, let's do tokens equals underscore tokenize function. We pass in headline. Next line, if not tokens, colon, enter, return, space, dictionary. So it's going to be a curly bracket. Delete the dict. You're going to do a string compound. String meaning curly bracket. I mean, double quotation. Remove the str. You're going to do compound. To the right, you're going to do colon outside the string. Right? Because it's a dictionary, compound is a string, and that's our key. So in a dictionary, every key needs a value. So you need to do colon to assign the value to the key. Now for the key value, you're going to do 0.0. Now you're going to add another key value pair. So you're going to do comma inside the dictionary. You're going to do string POS colon 0.0. We're going to add another key value pair. Actually, two. So we're going to do neg as in negation is colon 0.0. And yeah, 1.0. So basically, everything is zero right now. NEU means neutral. Is zero because if not tokens is what we're trying to kind of do this case for. If there are no tokens, then there is no like word, right? And if there's no word, then there's no negation word, there's no neutral word, there's no blah blah blah, right? So next line. I don't think you're clicked on it. Wait, backspace? Yeah, I see it now. Backspace. Sentiments equals empty list, so just square bracket. Delete MP. Next line, you're gonna do negations equals empty list, also just square bracket. Let's do negations or NEGS, trying to defer or like not try to do the same word as something else in the same scope is basically little. NEGS worked. That works too. Next line. For I, comma, token in enumerate function tokens colon delete to the right you're going to do a colon for ending the for loop. Next line you're going to do if token in all caps Vader underscore lexicon colon colon you're going to do sentiments dot append Vader lexicon square bracket token. Next line negations dot append underscore is underscore negated is negated is a function inside the function parameters you're gonna do tokens comma I comma I. Next line you're gonna do backspace elif token in booster words is all caps colon next line sentiments dot append 0.0 negations dot append capital F false next line backspace backspace one more time if not sentiments colon enter copy the same as line 1978 just that one line and actually NEU should be 1.0 I forgot basically being okay if there's no words then that means we're just neutral yeah let's just stop here thank you yeah up as well and you can stop sharing and you guys might see me keep on touching my glasses is because I broke it one of the hinges broken So I have to keep adjusting it. Anyways, Kaylin, can you share your screen? I mean, Adam. No, it's not bad. At least it's not my eyes that are bad or like worse. Adam.
Yeah.
Yep. Whenever you're ready. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions at any time. Let's see what line we were at. 1992.
Which one?
Which one? Or
Which
maybe you can
line?
just search the function.
Which
Score
line?
underscore headline.
Yeah, but which line is it on?
1992.
1998.
Yeah, around there.
I don't think it goes down to 1998.
Okay, go up. You're gonna see a button on the left side of the dictionary. But yeah, this is one of the problems with you not having a IDE. IDE meaning development environment. Go down. Stop. Go up a bit. A bit more. Line 13. See that drop down button?
Why are there so many?
It's because, I mean, this computer or your computer, right? It can't really determine, or even AI can't really determine if a word or like a whole news is like a bad thing. So what like AI does is like we just keep feeding it a whole bunch of words and we map each word to good or bad. So like here we're saying a good word is or like a bad word is not. So AI would parse through these inputs token by token and determine if, okay, is this inside our negative words? If it is, then we're going to count it as bad. Same thing for booster words. But yeah, that's how it
Oh,
works.
so how do I get to line 1990?
Just keep drop downing. No, just do the drop down. It's going to be way easier. So do the drop down.
It's already dropped down.
No, you opened it again. And
Then
then drop
I
down
don't,
again.
which one?
Oh, it's right there. Go up, go up a bit more. Score headline, that one.
Drop it down?
No, that's good. Oh,
Yeah, but
wait.
this is not line 1990.
No, it's because we dropped it down. Actually, why is it different from yours and mine?
It's line 600 something.
Oh, okay. Someone's formatter. You don't need to worry about it. Basically, your environment, the GitHub, is on an older version of the code because you're not connected to mine. Okay? Makes sense? Which is why in this code, you're not seeing the top part of this function score headline. So we're just gonna have to continue off it. Okay? So let's do adjusted equals empty list, which is a square bracket. Adjusted equals empty list. No, delete the square bracket. Space equals space square bracket. Enter. Tab. For I, comma, circle bracket S, comma, neg inside the circle bracket. Right side in enumerate. So delete memory. ENUMERAT. Function. Zip inside the function, which is also a function. Inside the parameters of zip, you're going to do sentiments, comma, negations. At the end of the line, you're going to do colon. Enter. You're going to do val equals s, val value, val equals s. Enter if neg colon. Enter val equals negative val. Enter backspace. If s does not equal 0, what's the regex version of that? Does not equal. Do you know? Do you know what the regex version of does not
No.
equal is? It's exclamation mark equals. That's basically what is the same equivalent as saying does not equal. So s does not equal 0. And I is greater than 0. Inside the same line. Space and I is greater than 0. And tokens square bracket I is in, so just do in. Backspace, like no is in inside the square bracket. We're gonna do it outside the square bracket. And is not a Python. So you're gonna do in. Delete the is. Booster words is all caps. Delete the is. All caps booster words. It's booster underscore words. Colon at the end of the line. Enter. Val equals, plus equals. No, val plus equals. No, like the plus sign. Space, booster words. Square bracket, tokens inside the square bracket. Square bracket I. All the way to the right side, you're gonna do asterisk, space, circle bracket. Inside the circle bracket, you're gonna do 1 if s is greater than 0. Else -1. Do you know the regex version of is greater than? Right? Because is greater than in text is not good Python. Yep, that's correct. Then you're gonna do next line, backspace, adjusted, dot append. That's a function. Inside that, you're gonna do val. Yeah, and then you're gonna do commit changes. Commit changes, or yeah,
What do I
update.
do for the message?
You could have just left it. Control Z, and then green. And then Kaden, can you share screen? Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, why I'm sharing my screen? Because I wanted to show you guys how you guys would kind of do git pull, git push, etc. So right now, if I look at it here, we have Atoms commit, which is update sentiment analyzer. Our code base in my local computer is at the local main branch, which is at tokenizer function. But I need to catch up to the latest changes. But currently, when I do git pull, it says aborting. Why? Because my local change is going to be overwritten by the merge, which is this. So what I need to do is make a commit with my changes, or I can also git stash. What git stash does, it basically kind of saves it away in your computer, so I can still look at it. Git stash shows that I have my, I think it's this one, tokenizer function still here. Right? It says save the work directory and the index state in tokenizer function, this commit hash. So now when I do git pull, it should work. And to bring our commit changes back, we will do git stash pop or git stash apply. And now we have our changes still. Now, here's the main one you guys might have heard of. So this is something called a merge conflict. Does anyone know? Have you guys heard of this? Merge conflicts? Have you guys ever heard of merge conflicts? Maybe. Okay. Basically, something that happens a lot, I guess, later on when you guys have multiple branches, especially in production, is really important part where when multiple people kind of develop at once, there can be changes that Kaden made while I was doing the same file, and it might have kind of duplicated some things, or I made something that kind of goes against what Kaden was developing. In this case, we can see that we have this merge conflict. What merge conflicts look like? Let's go down to where it is. It'll look like this. What it says. So it's a bunch of left shift and equals and a right shift, right? So what it's saying, this is the upstream. Upstream means whatever is in the commits or whatever is coming from this main. So this remote branch main. What this bottom part is it saying these are my stash changes. Remember that I stashed it and then now I popped it. So these are my changes in this repo. These are whatever is in the remote repo. I think that's the only merge conflict. So I'm going to go to resolve and merge editor. And we have to decide what to keep. Okay. Okay. So as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can understand or understand what this is. So here, if you guys recognize this is exactly what I think Nicholas made changes to, right? He made the tokens, he made the if not tokens, we return all zeros except for neutral, which is 1. And we do a sentiments and negations for loop where we count each token that is a Vader lexicon and a booster word. Oh, that's an extra W. Anyways, this is what Nicholas made. This is a second half, right? This is what Adam made. Adam did the adjusted equals empty list. He did a for loop through the enumerated zip between sentiments and negations. But basically, the fix is to add this after this, right? This should be the first half of the function. This should be the second half. So I'll just do that. Control C, accept the stash changes, complete merge. Looks good to me. Save. Plus. I do kind of want to keep this. Let's go. Keep it. That's good. I also want to keep this. Okay. Keep all of these. Now we have everything. Oh my gosh. Anyways, now, Kaylin, you can share your screen again, and we'll continue. Score headline. Is that right there? Go to the bottom. You're gonna do, where are we? Backspace. POS equals some. POS means positive. POS. Sum function. Inside the function argument, you're gonna do v for v in v for v in as in v for loop. No, delete that. V space for loop v space v in adjusted so why is there a circle bracket? Space if v is greater than 0. Next line. Let's copy the top 1999 line. Paste it twice. Second one is going to be neg for neg. The first v in that line is going to be absolute of v. So do abs function v. Next line, abs of v for v in adjusted if v is less than 0. Third one is going to be NEU for neutral. Let's go before the sum function. You're going to do len function. Inside the circle bracket, you're going to do tokens. And then you're going to do minus sum. Now replace the sum with len. And inside the circle bracket, you're going to do a square bracket. Delete the opening square bracket. Yeah, and then do yeah, good job. So basically, neutral is the length of the tokens minus the length of everything that weren't kind of counted as positive or negative. Positive means, okay, for each word in adjusted, if it is greater than 0, meaning it was a positive kind of word, then we're going to sum it up. Opposite is the negative, where we take the absolute value of the token or like the value if it is less than 0, meaning we determined that we gave it a score of less than 0 because it was a negative word. Make sense? Which is why we do the sum of the absolute value, because it is negative. Next line. Total is going to be pos plus neg plus new. Next line. We're going to do if total equals 0. Copy line 1989 and paste it. Yep. Compound is 0, positive is 0, negative is 0, neutral is 1, because the total was 0. Now, compound equals pos plus neg. Next line. Compound equals compound. So this is the kind of formula that we had at the start. Divided by math dot. Okay, let's go divided by math dot square root, which is SQRT. Function compound times compound plus 15. And it's going to be compound times compound. Yeah, asterisks. Yeah, power. Yeah. And good job asking. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, that also works. Oh, wait. Anyone know if power is had in Python? Wait, let's see if you can. I can give you. How do I give someone access? Share terminal. Right. Well, can you go to the terminal on the bottom? You're gonna do Python. Oh, okay. But go down. Let's see if you can use the terminal. Enter. You're gonna do 5 hat. Oh, not hat. Like the shift 6. 2. Enter. So it's not power, but something else. Okay. And then do 5 double ampersand, I mean the asterisk 2. Okay. And then you're gonna do quit circle bracket function. Yeah. Use quit or cl okay. Control C, quit, closing bracket. I mean, yeah. Enter. Okay. Basically, that's the executable Python version where you guys can still use kind of Python in your terminal. And usually everything like anything you would put in this file also works in that. Of course, it's always better to use a file. And we just confirmed, right? You also searched up double ampersand asterisk is power. And good job. Next line. Uh, Positive and neg, we have the compound, we have the formula. Compound equals max function negative 1.0, comma, min function 1.0, comma, compound. Next line. Um, Let's copy the return value again, 2004. So instead of the compound 0.0, delete it. You're gonna do no, I meant just delete the 0.0. My bad. I should have specified. We're gonna do round function, compound, comma 4. What this means is round compound up to the 4 decimal. Is it 4 decimal? Yeah, 4 decimal. And then pause is going to be not 0.0, but round function. You're going to do pause divided by total, comma 4. So 4, round up to 4 decimal places. Same thing for neg, same thing for new or n or whatever. Okay, now we're finally done this function. You can stop sharing. Okay, guys. So for this week, what we worked on. Hopefully this thing is annoying. Revert change. Revert change. Okay. We worked on tokenizing the string. We tokenized into lowercase, removing punctuation and numbers, so just words of characters that are greater than one character. Is negated. We're now checking through the negation list and saying, okay, is this word a negation? Is this word a negation? Etc. Now in score headline, we're taking all that. We're gonna now tokenize it. We're gonna kind of compare the negation values and give it like a score. What is this? Oh, you can see the highlights. Okay. Next up is analyze ticker sentiment, fetch news for sentiment, and sentiment label. So it's kind of the higher levels. We built the helper functions. Now we use those functions here. Okay. So what should I say? Finished. Upper functions for sentiment analyzer. Okay. Now let's stop recording. Was I not recording? No.